All of a sudden, Io is left alone. No one holding his hand anymore.
He's the IO counter. Not only you can counter the relocates aggressively with the static storm, but you can also glimpse people before the relocate procs, so they're gonna come back. It's pretty good. I like it. It got nerfed a little bit. Doesn't have that much lane presence, but when you have Death Prophet Night Stalker, you do have some strong laners here, so I feel like they're gonna be fine. Oh, the Ogre.
What? That's a hero we have not seen in this qualifier at all. We talked a little bit briefly about it today because we were talking about the buff the bear strat, where you have your Io comboed up with the Ogre Magi and an Invoker just throwing that alacrity onto the bear and he just shreds through towers. Does this now? What's the?
10 seconds remaining.
Is Infamous qualified at this point?
I might be wrong, but I have pretty sure the results are also already decided. This game doesn't
Count, quote unquote?
Yeah, because they're tied, Torus and Infamous. So if Infamous is out, Torus should be out as well, right?
This is their. Torus has one more game. No, Infamous. Never mind. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. This is the last one. Thunder Predator and Pain is after this, which is going to be hype, so make sure that you are here.
That's true.
Radiant team.
Ben is on the Chaos Knight. Okay, alright.
Oh! Clinks.
I feel like they're just having fun now, right?
Yeah, I do feel like it's a bit... But because you never see the Ogre Magi, I do like the Clinks, not necessarily versus CK, because the Strafe buff doesn't really work against melee heroes, but it is decent, and it's a lot of push. With that Ogre Magi, it's going to be super fast. Gonna attack a lot. Alright.
5 seconds remaining.
Page has been updated yet. I'm looking through this to see what points are at this time. Infamous has won, let's see, won against Midas Club. Lost against Predator.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Pain Gaming.
NSG.
NSG, so they only have 1 point.
Yeah.
So which one of them are out now? Because Midas is already out.
Yeah, I feel like because since the 3 teams, they were gonna be tied up to 4th place, since Midas is out, and none of these 2 teams actually,
No, because if
Midas?
one of them, because whoever wins this match, right, sends the other one packing.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
So this match does count.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I was like, that can't be right. That absolutely.
Yeah, Thunder Predator. What matters is that Thunder Predator is also qualified, so it doesn't matter if they lose to Pain or not. But this game counts because whoever wins gets 2 points, and there's no one else that can surpass them after that, right? Because Thunder already has 2.
No, Thunder has 1 right now. Looking at.
No, what?
They might not have updated the sheet. I'm double checking. Sorry, it's hard to, because they won against Infamous. They're having a remake against Pain.
10 seconds remaining.
That's right, because of the Def one against Midas. No, they have 2 now. You are absolutely right. Okay.
So they do get the Medusa.
Sorry. That last
Ogre
match threw me off.
Nah, I know. It's rough. I don't blame you. So what do you think here? We have 3 big cores with Ogre Magi Io, so it's the enable core strategy. I like it. Those 3 heroes are actually pretty bulky. Doom has a lot of HP, Clinks with the Death Pack gets a lot of HP, and Medusa, Mana Shield plus, the talents and stuff.
I like this draft much better than the one that they had earlier, definitely. I like the fact that you've got Clancy's going to be able to kind of scope around the map, maybe get a pick off on Disruptor or Night Stalker, even the Death Prophet, because if Io has relocated up and you've got that Doom with Doom, it's an easy kill, I feel. The only thing that they're going to have to be careful of, especially if they go after someone like the Death Prophet, is Doom will be down then, and then Death Prophet, if that Exorcism wasn't already on cooldown, he's gonna have it, and we'll be able to go running right back into these fights again. So I guess it's a lot about which target you pick.
So
Elder Titan, King Tekka, Night Stalker. So you don't have to worry. That is an offlane Night Stalker.
Yeah, I do like it. I feel like it's the best position. I feel like Infamous got this. I feel like Medusa is a great matchup versus CK, and I just feel like the mid matchup is not gonna go well for Death Prophet, because usually with Death Prophet you want to be able to take towers early, right? But you're gonna have the Medusa wave clear, you're gonna have Io plus someone super strong. He can try to contest Death Prophet when they go for those pushes, and she's the only push in the team, unless the CK gets huge. So I don't know, it's gonna be all about the Leo style Death Prophet, getting kills, getting stuff done, and actually being able to get towers, because if they can't, I just feel like Medusa with Bloodlust as well as Clinks, they're just gonna get too big.
Yeah, they gotta make that space, absolutely, but that was awkward. I was like, my camera was tilted at the sky. Very strange. But yeah, we've talked about the CK before. CK is not one of those heroes that catches up really easily. If he has a bad lane, it's very important that you stabilize that for him. Let him farm. So again, Leo style, gonna be the guy that we're keeping an eye on, that he's making these plays along with Sladine and KZE and the Night Stalker. But this is a very scary lineup, because if you see everybody... What? Alright, King Keika.
Alright, this is a family-friendly stream.
I guess. I don't even know. But, yeah, if you see that everybody else is in a lane, generally you're gonna realize, alright, where's Benjaz? Benjaz is gonna be farming. So... have a disconnection. If Benjaz is farming, if you have wards up, or you also have a Clinks, right? So you've got to protect that jungle. You've got to make sure that this CK is safe and can get what he needs. Otherwise, they have such an aggressive lineup here, Bowie. They're going to just keep putting pressure onto that CK. Medusa, she's much harder to gank, right? Because she's got that Stone Gaze. She's just able to pop it and then run herself out. So,
And
coming out on... the side of Torus with this draft, but maybe they're hoping that they'll force the rest of Infamous to go and fight Leo style? I don't know.
yeah, and that's the thing. When you have, like, let's say we reach mid game here, Clinks and Io, they can backdoor structures like crazy. This hero has so much attack speed now with the buffs to strafe, as well as the, you just get a death pack creep and you have overcharge. You can get barracks even with backdoor protection. So I feel like they can outmaneuver Torus, because they're all about using your ultimates, right? You're gonna use Phantasm, you wanna fight there. You're gonna use Exorcism, you wanna fight there. And if they just decide to ignore Torus and try to get like stuff done somewhere else, it's going to be pretty dangerous. The way that Torus commits to the fights will kind of dictate how this game's going to pan out, I feel.
Got such high cooldowns too on these cores with the Phantasm, with the Death Prophet ult. So if those are down, that's the sign for Infamous to go back in. They have their own high cooldowns. You've got the Doom, got a pretty high cooldown. Stone Gaze doesn't feel like it's that high.
It's 90. Yeah, it's okay.
The reload, I guess, has a bit of a cooldown, but I don't know. It definitely feels like more of a skirmishy lineup coming out from Infamous, and I like it.
Okay.
We do get the aggro coming out from... Sorry, Torus.
It is... So we have Clinks. Oh, Clinks gonna struggle here, I feel like. This is how they can try to win their lane stage. Clinks not great in dual lanes. You have the Ogre, like, he offers some damage, but if he's facing 3 heroes, he's not gonna be able. Look at that Elder Titan, though.
It's got so much damage already, just from walking them through the creeps.
The
Granted, Ogre, very, very tanky. Io's gonna make his way top, just cut down some trees here like the Kool-Aid Man. Sladine, he's having some issues here. Looks like they're not gonna be able to finish him off, though, and they'll go ahead, they'll pop a salve. So now we get exactly what Elder Titan wants, which is a tri-lane. This is looking kind of good for Sladine right now.
Let's see.
Bottom lane's just Night Stalker versus Old Stinger. That's not super comfortable for Night Stalker, considering how tanky Doom is and the fact that he's got that Infernal Blade.
It is... I mean, the Night Stalker will farm, but he's gonna get harassed. But as long as he has decent regen, 3 mangoes, he can... Oh my god,
Matthew. Oh, the staple
87 damage.
Boy. Oh, Reality Rift comes out. They don't have the Chaos Bolt, though. And again, it's an Ogre. He's got really good regen, especially with those 2 mangoes, right?
Yeah. And he has the cool set. I really like this one. It's so cute.
I missed out on that. I feel bad. It's super cute, like you're saying. From last TI, right? The water theme.
I also don't have it. Feels bad.
I think the important thing is that you should have the Nick set where he looks like a little crab, because that's my favorite. That's my favorite out of all of those. He's so cute. He's so creepy and cute, man.
I really like playing heroes that have two heads because the voice responses are so good. I really like the way Jakiro, the two heads interact on Jakiro as well as Ogre. It's Dota, the sound game in Dota is so good.
The sound cues are amazing. Like, you know, doing camera's really hard, honestly. Like, I'm not a huge fan of doing my own camera, but, you know, it's something that you have to do if you're going to be play-by-play. But the sound cues that you come out from Dota, like, they help so much just knowing when the action's going on because they're very distinct. But I do keep all the voices off because otherwise it just becomes ridiculous. I mean, it's already bad enough with all the chat wheel sounds. Can you imagine if I heard all the voice lines back and forth, too? Bin lane, oh, Leo style, putting the works over here onto Kotaro.
Oof, let's be careful.
Yeah, he's sitting real low. Is he diving this Leo style? The Crypt Swarm comes through Leo style. He's got a solve in his back pocket. Takes down Medusa.
Leo style makes DP look like a Queen of Pain or something. The way he's
I don't know if I
playing.
go that far, but he definitely makes it look good.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I mean, that's the kind of hero that he shines on.
Yeah, he's
What was
very
he playing
good
before?
mechanically.
Was it the Zeus, right?
Yes.
That just did not feel like a Leo style hero at all.
You cannot do those plays on Zeus. At least as far as I'm aware, you can't.
Bottom is just a slugfest between Old Singer and King Teka.
Has the Satyr creep, so doing pretty sustainable here. The Night Stalker, he's fine though. He's just waiting for nighttime. Already has this fade.
Oh, the Echo Stomp. They've got their eyes on Matthew again. And look at Benjaz. Just slaps him with that cudgel. Glimpse comes back out. They've got their eyes on Excel. They're trying to body block a little bit here. Doesn't look like they'll be able to. They need another punch or two. Oh, the Chaos Bolt at the last second. Wants the handy dandy mango. It's nighttime and Old Stinger is just chasing after Night Stalker. That's not normally what they want. Oh, again, the top lane. KZE's got to run himself away. He's taking a decent amount of damage. He's going to get taken down. They're going for that reality rip over on Matthew, but they didn't quite land it, so Dean's also going to fall. Man, this lane is just back and forth bloodbath.
And it's crazy. The Papita Clink's actually skipping strafe. This is... I never seen this. But I guess because of the Bloodlust, he feels like he doesn't need attack speed. Just wants to be survival.
Possible.
That's what, 30 attack speed? Yeah, that's okay.
KZ is back up. They've got their eyes on this ogre. They want to fight for the 5-minute rune. Couple slows coming out over into Sladine. Oh, the cancel comes out from Excel. You're not going to be able to get that stomp off. But immediately, in comes Benjaz. They want to take out Matthew. And he's just so squishy. He's just a little ball of light. That last hit, though. Not going to be able to surf away from it that quickly. And maybe a little bit of lag here. I'm not sure. Did feel a bit sluggish.
It happens.
It happens. Yep. Happened to all of us. Alright, let's see. How's our Night Stalker doing? It is nighttime. I think he got himself... How many runes did he get? No, he just managed to get one because Old Stinger was able to get other.
Alright.
Are we going to see any movement coming out from him? He is sitting at... Wow, he's sitting at level 5. That's got to feel pretty good. Of course, he did not have that duo lane, like originally anticipated. Okay, oh man. Leostow had just a little bit more mana. I think he might have tried to go for the Quip Swarm. Couple hits.
A lot of salves being committed here by Medusa. Very nice play by Leostow, just pressuring the Medusa a lot. Has 10 denies, so clearly putting pressure on the Medusa. So regarding the rotation for the Night Stalker, I feel like nowadays, at least in the South American scene, they rarely rotate it for minutes. I guess it's just too obvious, and you want to have more items, like you want to have the completed phase boots. Right now he ended up getting bottle, so I feel like he's waiting. He has darkness, so even if nighttime ends, they can still go for plays.
Definitely holding his own against Old Stinger in the bottom lane. That's for sure, with that triple mango life.
Yep, and the bottle. A lot of sustain.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that it was sitting over in his backpack. Do you have a rotation coming out, though? Looks like Ladine wants to get in on this action. Yeah, Spirit and the Stomp. Oh, the slow comes out. Doom's gonna take a little nap, and they're gonna chase after him, try to get these final hits. It's looking pretty good, though, especially with the Hunter in the Night, right? Oh, but Io coming in at the last second. Matthew, God, pushing them away. Almost manages to get the kill over onto King Tekka, but it looks like Sladine is gonna be the one who falls here with those spirits. Oh, man. Just like a little plink, and you're gone.
Soaring and Io. Pretty good.
Top lane, Ogre taking a beating, but so is KZE. He's gonna try to get the glimpse off. He manages to do it, and they'll take down the Ogre. Ooh, he's a little crispy over there. Burnt up by that, Ignite.
Oh, and look at the tower. Leo's tower. Pretty much taking a solo tower here as the fights were unfolding. He's doing so much, Miller.
He's feeling so proud. Needs to be careful, though, because you've got the supports making their way in. Nice Echo Stomp for the disengage. That's now going to be healed up. Does not have any mana, but I'm sure that can be easily remedied. Benjaz top lane. 3, 4 on him. 42 and 11 on Papita.
Pretty tied up.
Action-packed lane. Oh. They go for... Oh, they have the Sentry KZE. God, Io coming in, trying to keep him alive, but I think they're both going to get taken out here. Following up with Excel, Matthew just gets dragged right back into the loving arms of the CK, and Sladine manages to get that last little knock on his noggin.
Yeah, when they get level 6 on the Clinks, it's going to be way harder to brace him down because he gets so much effective HP with Death Pact, and there's the IO on top of it. But they're gonna have to be careful. But for now, he's definitely burstable, and they're making use of that timing window.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh no, I feel like they're not shutting down the CK enough, though. 'Cause you want him to be so far behind, right? Because if he's keeping up on, like, on par, I feel like that's going to end up being a huge issue.
You do have the Medusa. It's a pretty decent counter, especially if I'm not sure if she's gonna go Axe, but it just destroys CK. But yeah, there is a timing. Like Medusa is not strong until level 20, so they can group up. They can get the CK and the Exorcism and try to take fights. It's gonna be rough, but I don't know. I like the Ogre. I like the Ogre. I'm gonna go with Infamous here. Oh.
The bait comes out. Sadine's slowing down just a little bit, but now it looks like Flinks is in trouble. He's gonna get dragged back by Benjaz. Does manage to get himself invisible, but they still have the dust. They've got the detection. They'll try to drag him back. It's not gonna be enough here. Benjaz running himself away. Doom is here as well. Excel, he's looking. Oh, but the stomp comes in from Sladine, slows him down, and lets the rest of his team get out to safety. So they used the Phantasm on that. Tekka's very, very slowly hitting this tower. I don't think he's gonna dive. Darkness actually getting committed in the bottom lane. Feels like King Tekka. He really wants his kill, but the TP's coming out from the Clinks. I don't know about this.
Nice.
Yeah, Silence comes out. He manages to take down the Ogre, and he's just gonna be able to walk his way out. Leo style taking the tower in the mid lane. Feeling very dominant right now against this Dusa. And over on the top, they finally use the Doom. They're using it on a Disruptor, though, and that's probably not the best choice here. Especially not when Benjaz is back up and kicking, has the Reality Rift, the Chaos Bolt, and Otaro gets taken down in the mid lane while all this happens. Glimpse comes back out with that cage. Infernal Blade, Matthew trying to keep him alive. He's not level 6 though, he's not going to be able to TP him out. Sladine also sitting down, he's dead for this. Now Benjaz trying to get himself a consolation kill. That last Fairy Fire going to be able to keep Matthew alive.
It's pretty good. That Doom Eye is so strong. You get mana at all times. Like, usually Doom, he cannot fight for long periods of time just because he doesn't have a lot of mana. But with the Io, he just Infernal Blades everyone's already level 4. They have 3 Strength Heroes. So he can just output so much damage.
Affirmative.
Alright.
Bottom tower gets taken down. King Tekka's on the prowl. He does have that dust too. They go, they pop it. They've still got their eyes over here on Papita. He's trying to run himself out, see, moving out of the way so that way the King Tekka can chase after him, but looks like they're not going to commit too hard. And Benjaz has made his way over to mid. Not sure what he's thinking here. What you thinking, Benjaz?
Oh, it's level 6. That's
Yeah, I
rough.
felt like he wanted to jump on this Medusa, but he doesn't have Phantasm up.
Yeah, there's no way. That Medusa is
Not unless
way
the rest
too
of the
strong.
team joins in, but it's like the side of Infamous, just 5-manning over here in the mid lane. I think he could get a really nice stomp off here if he wants. He's just made sure that they have to split up quite a bit. But while this is going down, right, you've got 5 heroes dedicated here to this one tower. They use the fort. Up in the top lane, you've got Leo style, and he's just chipping away. Does not have the exorcism look Infamous. But TPs are coming out. Darkness gets popped. They'll immediately pull back with Peter. They just want to burst him down. Can they do it in time? They will. Matthew, he'll teleport back home, but he doesn't have a companion. He's all alone. Now it looks like the Doom will slowly just get chipped down.
Oh,
and the glimpse
no.
comes back. Oh, Excel. Poor Excel. He just wanted a nice day at the beach, and instead he's getting wailed upon by the Radiant heroes. Matthew comes back, and it's just curtains for him.
Yikes. I found that rotation so weird because they rotated the Clinks without having Death Pact on. So he was super burstable. You do not want to fight or push without having Death Pact because you're another hero. You lose so much of your HP and damage. And they end up giving 4 kills and they don't get any objectives. I feel like they were doing fine. They kind of forced that fight into nighttime. It just got you at nighttime, but they had darkness. But still, I don't feel like that was necessary.
Got a regen rune over here on Leo style. This match is still very, very early, right? But can you imagine the upset it would be if Infamous didn't make it into playoffs?
Yeah. Like you
Not
do
saying it's
expect it.
happening, just theorizing right here.
That's true. I do feel like they have the superior draft, but right now Torus, they're going for the right plays. They're pressuring another tower here. Leo style, top of the CS and net worth. Actually, just net worth, but yeah, doing pretty well.
They're taking the objectives, right? Because at the end of the day, this is Defense of the Ancients number 2, but it's still
I am
Defense of
pretty
the
sure.
Ancients. You gotta keep your buildings up.
Oh,
Gotta keep that pressure going. An old stinger. Oh, the silence comes out. He's not gonna be able to doom anyone right away. And Leo style just slices him apart with those bats. Attack of the bats.
They're getting so much map control here already. Oh,
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Uh-oh, Mr. Clinks, Mr. Papita. They have the dust, they've got the vision. They don't have another glimpse, but, you know, this Night Stalker is just so quick.
Radiant's
Just
bottom
out of there.
tower is under attack.
They're quickly unraveling for Infamous. Gotta hope that they can hold on. They can hold on, they're in for a much better chance here, but
Dire's top tower
like you
is under
said,
attack.
Torus is playing this exactly the way they need to. They're being very, very aggressive.
yeah, they are
the
farming
objectives.
they are farming the Medusa here. She's been using the Oasis for a while. The IO just giving mana, just giving some sustain. They have Doom available, so Infamous they can try to go for some plays. I'm surprised they didn't play more aggressive, you know, with Doom up, with the Clinks already having the medallion. Hopefully I guess they don't want to fight at nighttime, which is understandable. But I just feel like they have to go for a play.
So afraid of this little Skelly man because he is so squishy, right? If he finds a good creep, he can be tankier, but the way that CK just grabs a hold of him, it almost feels like someone holding an orange or a lemon and just squeezing it and just having the thing explode. I don't know. I know, it's very, very strange imagery, sorry, but that's what
Yeah,
it feels
Alice.
like. He just grabs him in his hand and just squish.
He has that medallion, he has a lot of armor, can deal with the CK. The problem is that he cannot be by himself. If he's alone, he's gonna die. It doesn't matter if he's tanky or not.
Is under attack.
Oh, they do find Medusa here.
Oh, have to use that stone gaze. We'll force them back. TPs come out as well. So throw that bloodlust on her, and they'll try to take the top tower, but oh, CK, he's found himself a Doom. He's got the Phantasm up. He can't even get the Doom off, Bowie.
Ugh. It's just
What is
the
a
way
Doom
they're
who
playing.
cannot Doom? Is he even Doom?
That is, I don't know, but the problem I see is that the Io, he's helping the Medusa farm, and I'm not even sure she needs help. Like, she is an independent
Reload
woman.
coming
She's
in, though.
top of... Oh.
Yeah, bottom lane. They don't
Oh.
grab anyone. He just TPs out. How did he...
like...
Was this on cooldown? Does Excel have... Maybe he just didn't have enough mana at that time? I don't know. That's so weird, right? I figured he would have canceled out the TP.
Yeah, maybe... I was paying attention to something else. I was not seeing the relocate. I was babbling about Medusa being an independent woman, and I feel like she could be farmed by herself, and you just get the IO and Doom together going for plays. It's been a while since we've seen Doom even being used, right?
Yeah, it has been quite a while. I think the last time we saw Doom was on the Disruptor, and he didn't even get the kill.
Oh man.
Oh, look at that. They immediately back themselves out, but they separate the IO and the Medusa. Matthew, he's still there. He's going to get silenced up. They're just sitting in the middle of that static storm. He's trying to just make space, trying to get his tower out, but he can't do it. Matthew's going to fall. They've got the Earth Splitter. Leo Styles here, says King Tekka, and Sladine's just punching him with a stapler.
I guess the biggest surprise is how even in gold this game is, even though it's 19-5 and a lot of towers already fell down.
It does look so even on these graphs, but it doesn't feel that way, right? It feels like there's constantly just the Radiant lurking in the darkness, waiting for anyone to show on the map. And, you know, it should be the other way around, right? You've got an IO, you've got a Doom, you've got a Clinks. They should be the ones that are afraid of people jumping on them, but they are the gang squad.
Yeah,
rolling as 5, and what do you do against 5-man Dota like this when you've got a Dusa?
They're trying to farm...
Yes.
Yeah, they're trying to farm their items. Doom is gonna finish his Vanguard right now. I guess he's gonna get a Crimson Guard, pretty decent versus the CK. And they can't go high ground right now, so they have like 2-3 minutes until there's another Exorcism, until Torus can maybe get Aegis. So I guess they're banking on that. They're banking in their high ground defense.
At least they've got a plan, because I'm starting to get very, very nervous for the side of Infamous.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that's not the best plan, but that's the plan that they have. They're gonna try and see if it works. They do have this triple enchant stack here, so Medusa pretty happy right now.
It's got a lot of things to buffer, at least, with that Bloodlust and, of course, the Overcharge. He's farming very quickly, but... Cores are having, or not the cores, the supports definitely are struggling here because they're just constantly enabling her and can't do much else.
Yeah, they do get some experience, at least, but yeah, it's tough. I do like the way that they're playing, though. They have the Solar Crest on the Clinks. They have they will have the Crimson Guard on them eventually. So that Medusa, theoretically, will be hard to bring down. The question is whether she can output damage.
That is the million-dollar question.
Yeah. Lupita, level 12 pretty much, has the creep. Maybe he can find a kill here with that Solar Crest.
Be able to get himself a kill over on this Elder Titan.
Oh no.
I think he's too skittish. He doesn't know where the rest of them are, probably. You know, where's the CK?
Yeah.
He's been lurking. KZE, he drops the Static Storm. Doesn't seem to really care too much, although he's taking a decent amount of damage here. Gonna try to run himself back. Matthew, he just teleports him out, brings him over to the side, trying to find a better angle here. Excel still looking for the opening. In comes Kotaro, though. He's looking for it. Pepita does get slept up. Earth Splitter comes through. Doesn't manage to get a kill onto Old Stinger. Matthew, though, also falling. Excel trying to run himself out. King Tekka is just on the hunt. Matthew trying to give him the boost, but where's your core? You gotta go and protect your core. Who cares about your support? It looks like Kotaro, though, gonna be alright, even though they're chasing really far into this side of the map. But that's a buyback that came out from the IO. Well, who else was that? Was it just the one buyback?
Yeah, it was just the one buyback. Right. You know, I'm surprised. I was able to save Doom, but he still didn't commit this kill. I feel like they're holding on a lot of their aggression, and that's really hindering them. They're not playing aggressive. They're always like... for instance, they relocated back, and I was like, okay, they're gonna relocate back to the base, but they wanted to fight, but at the same time, they're not using their spells. I'm not really sure. I feel like they seem a little bit lost in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're waiting for.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, that's the wrong phrase. I know what they're waiting for. I know they're trying to, like, buy time for this Medusa, but they need these other heroes to be making the space. It's just too much... Oh, the Echo Stomp. They go, they catch the Medusa at the last clip here. Silence comes out. They'll be able to try to get her out, but they pull her back, and she's gone. She's not having any space to get what she needs here. I'm surprised that I'm guessing the teleport was, yeah. Relocate was down. But it's cooldowns that you have to play around, and... Yeah, you got the Exorcism out, but you lost your core.
Yeah, and we were talking about damage lacking on the side of Infamous. They already have a Crimson Guard on the side of Torus, so it's gonna make that Medusa pretty sad. She does have some attack speed, but they need more damage. It's her. She's gonna get locked down unless she gets a BKB, and it's gonna take a long time until she finishes one. So rough for them.
Yeah, she's already sad. I don't think she's gonna make her sad. I think she's struggling. They've got really good wards placed over here, keeping tabs on everything going on in the jungle. Look, King Teka's just feeling so strong that he just runs into the jungle. He doesn't care. We'll be able to maybe take him down here, but they're gonna lose Matthew in the process. They drop the Static Storm. In comes Leah style. He's got that Spirit Siphon. Doom, he's still holding on to this Doom. What is going on? All right, there it is. He finally drops, but he drops it on a full health CK. He's just gonna walk himself back, and they're gonna re-engage. King Teka's sitting very, very low, though, so he does need to be careful. But you didn't get Phantasm out. Like, they're just gonna leave.
Yeah, I guess the fact that they don't use Phantasm is actually better for them. For Taurus, I mean. Like, the fact that Phantasm doesn't get used.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That I don't understand. Like, if I know, all right, you don't want to throw Doom, I guess, onto someone at the last second, especially if they're sitting low, but if it guarantees you a kill at this point, and you haven't been able to use it, like, why not just use it at this point, Bowie? I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem weird. They're still farming. Like, 6k gold advantage in a game like this seems unfathomable. I feel like it would be like a 12k gold lead, but those supports, they're enabling the cores with the Bloodlust, with the IO and the mana. The problem is that, one, they have a lot of single target besides Medusa, and Medusa just gets damage later on to the game. Right now she has, like, a Hurricane Pike. That's not a damage item. They're trying to trade here, but there's Exorcism in what? In 2 seconds. This is gonna be rough. I don't know how they defend.
Does Benjaz has the Blink Dagger online. Woe be to anyone who comes anywhere near this guy, because he's just gonna jump on you and burst you down. They do go and use the fort here. Medusa does manage to take the bottom tower with a little help, but they'll use the Phantasm.
They don't have Doom. Oh, they glimpse.
The glimpse back. Oh my god, Medusa's not gonna have to go get her.
This is over.
Matthew has to go get her if he...
Oh.
Is he not even gonna do it? This feels like defeat and sadness right now. I can't believe...
You're a goddamn hero.
Wow. Alright, the good news for the side of Infamous is that they're not pushing, you know, crazily hard. I guess because they don't have an Aegis, but they're taking down shrines. This map is getting so small. Boy, there is not going to be any place for this Medusa to farm safely, because they're just going to creep around the corner each time, wait for her to be... Granted, she's not always alone. She usually has, like, an IO or someone with her, but what are they going to do against this lineup currently? Like Pepita,
All right. So...
All right, so the good news is CK can't be there, right? CK, he's TP to the bottom lane to push it out.
Yes.
So if they try to go for this, it's a little bit more favor to their side, because they have more heroes. You've got the Stone Gaze, and this is really like your problem hero is of course the CK. He's just bursting people down left and right.
By these you mean Roshan or fighting the Taurus heroes?
I'm saying that they might be able, Infamous might be able to take this Roche. They don't have Benjaz there to interrupt it. He's going to have to run his way over, because they have no way of relocating him in, right? That's only on the side of Infamous with that IO. And also, let's see, Death Prophet. Yeah, Death Prophet's Exorcism is down, so I think
there's the Elder Titan. But there's the Elder Titan.
The Elder Titan, yeah. I'm trying to look on the bright side for Infamous. I'm trying to find an angle for these guys. This is a rough game. We are 25-5. Granted, kills don't matter that much, but we are almost at a 10k net worth lead. Yeah, they go into the pit. They've got Static Storm up too. They spot out. They know Leo Style. He's getting chunked down pretty fast. Here it is. The Earth Splitter, they follow up with the Doom. Doom, you're never going to get Doom off ever again. KZ trying to run himself back. They're still focusing down on this Roach, but Night Stalker, he just runs into this. The relocate comes out. They managed to take out the Clinks, but there's still this Medusa here. And CK has managed to join into the fight. Things are looking scary. Excel can't get away from that reality rift. They'll take him out. The glimpse comes back out on Dusa. Do they realize that she's here? The Io's there. She's going to just get slaughtered. And now Medusa force-staffs herself up to the high ground. Can she get away? You can't run from Benjaz. Only person still alive now is Pepita, and he can't show his face anywhere near that pit.
Yeah, and they're gonna get Roshan now. They have the medallion, or is it just... That's just the minus armor from CK. And I feel like this is similar to what we saw in the last IO game. Basically, Infamous, they draft heroes. This time they actually have heroes, I guess you could say, are better pairs for the IO. But, like, it looks like Dota right now is all about running at people early on. And the only hero that can do that is the Doom, and they were not playing together. Like, the Aya was following Medusa, helping her farm, which I don't feel like she needed. And the Doom, I mean, he had some struggles, couldn't really doom a lot of targets. And I feel like that's kind of... I don't feel like Infamous, they utilize this IO as well as a team like Midas, for instance. They are drafting themselves in a way where the IO is not as effective.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, Matthew is a fantastic IO too. I have watched that dude juke around in circles, coming with these clutch saves. It's just, I think it's a draft issue, like you're saying. A little bit of draft issue, and then a little bit the fact that they're not utilizing him to his full potential with the heroes that are on board.
Yeah, I mean, maybe lag is playing an issue. They did pause a couple of times already. So we don't know how, maybe like they're annoyed because they're playing on 150 ping. We can't know. But I do feel like Matthew is a great IO player. It's just hard to work with what he has here. We do have the Crimson Guard though.
A BKB now.
That's
so that's
okay.
a start, right? That's gonna avoid him getting stunned up and reality rifted, but DK, if he just targets him, if he's got his eyes on him, doesn't matter. Like, there's just so much damage. And plus, Death Prophet Ghosts, they're physical. They don't care that he's got a BKB. They laugh in the face of that BKB. And an Arcane Rune right now on Leo's tail. They're going to be looking for something here, boy.
Yeah, they're definitely. They have Blink on CK as well. I'm not sure they know about this. He could easily initiate anyone.
Heart soon, too. No, they know that he's got it. They saw it in the last couple of fights.
Oh, they saw it? Okay. He got the Reaver, right?
I don't know. He probably just ran in there cudgel blazing.
I saw that he had a little gold. Alright. So how do you fight?
How do they fight into this? What do you do? Yeah, I guess you doom Benjaz, but Benjaz is so tanky. He just walks back, waits for, you know, Death Prophet to do her thing and the doom to wear off, and then just runs back in.
Alright, watch, I guess. This is looking rough. They're playing so calculated for Torus as well. They're not going for dive. They're not going for 2 barracks at once. They're like, okay, we got what we wanted. We know that we're ahead. Now they get it the second shrine. And they're not giving any openings for Infamous. I mean, we're, you know, kind of bashing Infamous draft a little bit. But honestly, Torus, they're playing perfect. You know, they know what they can get. And they only go for that single thing.
Exactly. They're being very, very efficient with their draft. They know that they're strong right now. They know that they have to wait for Medusa to come online, and still on her way. Looks like she's going for the Scotty. I don't know at this point. Do you just try to go for the Rapier at this point, Bowie? Because these guys, they're fast and furious. They're running base.
If I was playing, I would definitely get a Rapier. If I was playing for, you know, place at TI, I'm not sure. It's rough. Oh, they're just walking. Okay.
Oh, they tried to get the Doom off, but again! He just cannot get anything done with the way how fast they react. Look at this Clinks too. He's got the BKB He's just tickling Benjaz. Benjaz doesn't care. They stun up King Teka. They take a kill over on Excel. They'll get a glimpse back on Pepita here. No one's paying attention to little Pepita because they're all focusing over onto this Medusa who's taken down. And that's a triple kill. There's no buyback. Matthew calls the GG. And Infamous Gaming, they get eliminated. Torus Gaming, congratulations. Going into those playoffs. Yes.